Okay, it looks like we are up and running here. So let me check real quick. So I'm always surprised when it actually kicks straight through and doesn't give me a half a dozen dialogues. so, but yeah, it looks like we're live and we're ready to roll here. So welcome everybody. It's Sunday evening, and we are playing Dragons Down Bingo Edition here. And what Bingo Edition means is that we have our three lovely characters pound through the land here, trying to fill out this bingo card, which has a number of goals randomly picked and laid out on the card. So I don't know exactly what to think of this card here yet. What? Let's see. I didn't look at it hard enough to go, oh god, that's the easiest row or whatever. Um, but yeah, we have Find the Grotto. Sell $30 worth of items in one action. Succeed in hiding from 4 different stacks. Sell a weapon treasure to the smith or artificer. Kill a single stack of 3 or more monsters in one fight. Here you have enter 3 forest tiles, gain a cube, 30 fame, find the shrine, equip gloves. Discover 3 hidden paths here. Kill a griffin or bat here. Sell a scroll spellbook to the scholar, crone, or astrologer. Kill a bandit, own 2 different symbols. Kill an ankheg or spider. Explore and place 5 tiles. Hey, what's up, Blast Pop? How are you, man? Find the hideout. Burn a treasure and deep treasure at the Ultra Shrine Crypt or Monolith. Get a curse removed. Visit a dwelling with 3 cubes wounded. I changed that from last game. I was 4 cubes wounded, and I changed it last game if anybody was with me. Find the chamber. Have 3 treasures worth 4 or less gold in your pack. Search all day and fail, and have 3 weapons in your pack. So typically the ones that are going to be the hardest to manage are going to be things like the finds, find the shrine, because those are going to be random, right? It is shipping. It's wave 2, I believe, Blast Pop. I already got mine in wave 1. A bunch of people have theirs. But yes, this is shipping. Raven, good day to you. How are you? But yeah, Blast Pop. I have a game. Bunch of other people have it, and like I said, they're shipping the second wave out here very shortly. So typically, like I said, the ones that are going to be hard are going to be finds, find the various things. Kills can be difficult based on the character because again, you got to find something and get it out there. Some of them are fairly easy. It's not for sale, Raven. Yeah, it's Kickstarter that has funded and shipped. I don't know sort of how how you get back, if they'll do a second run or a second printing or whatever. I have no idea actually how that all works. But ones like Discover 3 Hidden Paths, pretty simple. Explore and place 5 tiles, fairly simple. Need to finish your pledge and forgot about that. Oh my god, that's terrible. That sort of stinks. Yeah, no, I don't know, but yes, it is shipped. I think it's all done pledge wise and so on. So I don't know if you have to go. You go. I don't know what the state of your Kickstarter pledge is, but you should definitely go check and see. Oh, good. Still open at 10:31. That's excellent. So there you go, Raven. If you want one, maybe you should run to Kickstarter and check it out. But yeah, it's nice. The physical copy is nice. It is, everything is decent quality. Lots of pretty cool, poker chips with the monsters and characters on them. The only so I've played twice with my friends with the physical copy. I played with some of them here on Tabletop Sim, but the physical copy, and pretty much the only across the board sort of complaint that my friends have. Keep in mind, we're a bunch of old men. Most of us. Some of us are young. They don't count. I know. Is simply that the art is dark, if that makes any sense. Like the art of the board is fairly dark, and the colors don't pop like they do here. So, for instance, my copy, this yellow on the bogs is not that bright. And so it's actually hard to parse and read some of this, and the red's not that bright. And like the contrast is not as high as on tabletops. And that's the only complaint I've gotten that I have and my friends have had the two physical playthroughs is simply, wow, everything is very dark and we have old eyes, pretty much. So otherwise, everything is a nice quality and it's a fun game. So, and hopefully we'll see that today here. So we've looked at the bingo card, and like I said, hard ones are typically ones where you have to find something which isn't on the board. The easy ones are things like place and explore 5 tiles that you can just do. Search 4 consecutive actions and fail. You can probably make that happen. I mean, this bottom row looks fairly easy. Getting wounded is non-trivial for some characters. So that doesn't look too bad. So yeah, you pretty much have find the chamber, not even a kill in this one. So that might be the easy one to do. So we are not giving. We used to give everybody a free space on their first turn. I've stopped doing that for the moment, simply because it's almost, I'm gonna say, too easy. But there's usually one or two which I lean toward, and I go, I just don't want everybody to pick the same one. So what I've done here is I've taken the map, I've half built the map, I put 3 dwellings out on the map, and then rolled randomly. Well, I took the turn order from turn 1 and then allowed people to place themselves on the dwelling of their choice in order, and that's sort of what we're, and then that way everybody starts in a different place, sort of separated. What is own 2 different symbols? There are treasures called symbols, and then that would be own 2 of them. That's actually a very difficult one because you have to find specific treasures. So that might be one that gets changed at some point. But yeah, it's own a treasure that is a symbol, but 2 of them, which I mean, I don't even know how many. I have to go look back and look and see how many symbols there are. I did look through as I made these goals. I looked through the entire decks of treasures and stuff to make sure, oh, there's 3 of these or whatever. So we shall see if anybody gets a symbol, and then own 2 different. That might be hard because there probably aren't 6 symbols, and so you might be able to lock people out of that. So maybe it's just own a symbol, right? So here I will for now. Let's just put a dot over that for now, and maybe we'll just own a symbol. All right, let's look at the characters real quick. These are random pairings. I rolled dice, a d6 for the race, and a d24 for the class, and I got the human sorcerer. So that's a pretty standard staple, I feel. Pretty solid. You get 4 brown cubes, a red, and 2 purple. I went 2 purple, largely to be able to cast Fireball. And then Shapeshift can be cast with a. I have to enchant though to do it. Yeah, I don't know. He just Soulless. He just as I don't know if he counts as an undead, but we'll look. So The human, of course, gets an extra turn in towns. The sorcerer gets +1 attack speed if the spell uses only one type of cube. So, in other words, fireball. So that's what we're going to be leaning on heavily. I'm going to use shapeshift early to turn into something that can then run from battle if I need to. Because the one weakness of the human sorcerer is only 2 movement cubes. Hard to escape most battles if you only have 2 movement. So, that's the human sorcerer. Secondly, is the half-orc execution. Now, I do not like this pairing much at all. I think this is rough. I have to grab cubes for it. So I will tell you why I think this is going to be rough. 2, 3, and 4, and a black magic. I'll tell you why I think this is going to be rough as I grab these cubes. So the reason I think this is a rough pairing is you have too many might cubes, frankly. You just have too many darn red strength cubes and not enough brown speed cubes. So, oops. Right, so I took the greatsword, and I can actually use all 4 of those cubes on that greatsword if I want. But then I'm only playing 1 or 2 of these brown cubes. How am I going to hit anything? So I don't like this pairing at all. So this guy is going to have to be all in on allowing himself probably to be hit. That's probably going to be half the time. He's going to go, yep, I'm going to take a hit, and I'm going to then suck it up and smack that dude down with my greatsword after I get blasted by the hit. But I bet you he has a hard time hitting stuff. Like in reality, in my mind, 2 red cubes is sort of the optimal. 3 red cubes maybe, but 4 is a ton. And like you can use the heavy weapons, but you can barely ever hit anything, so not a giant fan. I only have 1 black cube, so I took Affliction to allow him to maybe ambush someone. Probably could have taken. The only other thing to take would be Rule Undead. You would have to enchant an area. I might do that. Like, so if he goes into a thing where if he goes into a spot where the main enemy is an undead, like the Death Knight or the Lost Battalion or something, maybe he enchants black so that he can cast Rule Undead. It does have to hit. Also a problem. You know what? I'm going to stick with this and hope for the best. So there's the half-orc executioner. I think we'd have been better off, in my opinion, to go with another race that had a brown cube here. That's largely my main beef, is I think we need 1 more brown cube versus the red cube that we have. 1, 2. But he's got a lot of hit points. He's got a little bit of armor. He can hit like a Mack truck if he can hit you at all. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I am able to do something with this pairing. The human sorcerer has a single heart. And finally, we're left with the half-elf Soulless. So the half-elf Soulless, oh my lord, I mean, also rough. This is also a rough pairing, I feel. So again, you only have 3 cubes. And I think the Soulless would be better with a 4th black cube. But our 4th brown cube. Having said that, We have purple magic and gray magic. So we're going to immediately try to cast Vapor Form to then be able to turn into Vapor when we need to flee, because that's really our only defense. We're going to otherwise hide and enchant black to cast Fiery Chasm, and use Fly and Fireball otherwise. So, I did take the turn in Civilization. So just like the human, I took the human apart as opposed to another spell, which I don't really think I need. And then the Soulless's power is may use all hidden paths. Whereas the Orc Executioner's power is everyone's attack speed is -1 against him the first round because they're so afraid of him. But he doesn't have enough. I mean, he just doesn't have a ton of defense. So, not. I am very concerned about this guy. So he's going to skulk a lot and try to nuke stuff from hiding, pretty much. Going to rely a lot on enchanting. Done. And that's it. Day 1, the Executioner goes, then the Sorcerer, and then I'm actually going to put there we go. So Executioner first, then Sorcerer, then Soulless. So let's take a look at the starting positions. We're up here. The Executioner has no gold to start. So we will check real quick. We have the Smith and the Astrologer. And we literally have 2 wit. So I don't think anyone is witty. Yeah, let's check the Astrologer. We're going to do 1 trade phase. This is mostly for the missions, if anything else. Half work, the Executioner is going to have a hell of a time. Sale goods, the vendor. Do we know where the vendor is? Artificer, Crone, and Smuggler. Oops. Yeah. Astrologer and Smith. I mean, I'll take sale goods. We're going to need money for sure. And I'll take Giant Hunter. Done. As for the rest of these, frankly, I don't hate that. But that costs, remember, 3 times, $36. And this costs 39. I don't hate that either. I also just don't hate... none of these are really... I mean, the crossbow is intriguing because it actually gives you even more damage, but there's not that many things that you require 6 points of damage to kill. So, Also, the way that that we're running with the Executioner means that every piece of armor having backup armor in your backpack, that when you get the other armor destroyed, is going to actually be key. So we should remember this. This is definitely a good thing to do to keep in mind. We have no money. I just wanted to see what was there. Let's group all these, flip them, and remember we get 2 more missions to put. 2 more missions to put on the Astrologer's plate here because we took 2 missions. So done and done. And I'm going to put these down the side of our guy. So that's 1 phase. I'm going to go 2 and then explore 3. Oh, we get the outpost. Well, that's... Huh. And sure. Technically, I have to roll 1, so the outpost is on 1. So that puts it on this swampy mess right there. And we draw 2 Civ tiles and flip them. And we get the Scholar and empty. So Scholar's here. Empty we can just delete. So 1, 2, this is his third move there. I mean, frankly, I think that's it. I think because he doesn't have to hide in an outpost, and we're done. So the Executioner is done momentarily. It's the Sorcerer up next here. So the Sorcerer is very much requiring. So the Sorcerer is going to, first thing, he'll do his trade. So Crone and Smuggler. Between those, I'm pretty sure that Crone is my best bet because she likes braininess, and I think I might be a little bit brainy. 3. The Smuggler just takes the worst, which doesn't suck because I'm good, right? 3 and 3, so that's fine. But we'll take the Crone first. So let's set the Crone up. The Orb of Farsight allows us to peer into different spots. Now, keep in mind, we have $10, so we don't have a lot. We're looking for quests that we can get, spell books. Ooh, Symbol of Motion. So there's a symbol for you, Raven. I think she's going to... So we're going to do a couple things. We don't really need any of these missions because we already have, so I'm going to leave the missions. I'm going to check to see what the spells are in the spell book. 1, 2, and 3. So we get Strength, which we have already, Life Armor, and Confuse. Don't care. Don't really need any of those. Do we have a place for the spell book? We do. Okay, so where are we? We are at the village. There you go. So there's one of the spell books in the village. Done. That just keeps it out of here. Okay, I'm going to try to buy this because an extra move all day is great, and it's one of the victory conditions is to have a symbol. So let's do that. So remember, it's $15, and we need to roll a 3 or less on the haggle dice because we have 3 brain symbols. So now that's 10. Can we get it down to 5, or do we not care? I would love to maybe pick up a weapon at some point. Let's try to get it down. No, and we fail. Son of a bitch. So that's 1 phase for trading, and we're kicked out. We cannot trade again today. So I'm going to have to flip these. Oops, we're going to group them. And that is our lovely Crone. We do also have the Smuggler. But we're not going to... we do have an extra phase in... Remember, we do have... You're a human, so we have an extra phase in Dwellings. We should copy this. The Soulless does too, because of his... He can choose that for his origin. So we're going to use our extra phase to trade with the Smuggler just to see what he has. And there you see another symbol. Symbol of stealth. Is use a potion in a symbol of knowledge. Wow, all the symbols popped. Do we have use a potion? I don't think use a potion's in this one. That was in last game. So if we reduce this to a single symbol, then everybody, you know, right? Okay. Let's check. Now there is a fame, right? Is there a 40 fame? 30 fame. So there is 30 fame. So we should keep fame in mind because we're going to need 30 fame to cap that. Let's take the symbol of stealth and we will roll on that. And we have a 3 or less chance to get it down to 10 bucks. We do. Do we buy it for 10? Did we learn our lesson from last time or not? um, uh, I would love to get it for 5, but let's buy it for 10. Done. So we're going to buy the symbol of stealth for 10 bucks. We mark the 10 bucks off. We take the symbol of stealth and we show it to the world. And now the sorcerer is going to get own 3 different symbols. So player 1 has that. And so we mark the middle, big X there. How's that look on the board? There we go. So she's got a chip right there. Or do we put O's? What looks better, do you think? Oh, I like the O a little bit. Little O? No, little O might not be. Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna go classic. Little X there. Done. Okay. So she's first on the board. That is her second phase today. Remember, she gets 5 today because she is human and she started in a dwelling. So 2 trade phases, and she has scored her first bingo card. She's going to then spend the next 3 phases enchanting. And she's going to take a purple cube. She's going to flip everything. She's going to take a purple cube. Oh, God, and I copied 3 of these somehow, too. Done. That's going to allow her to cast tonight. So she is going to cast Shapeshift tonight. We'll hopefully remember that. Done. And finally, it's the Soulless's turn. The Soulless only gets 3 turns today because he starts in a cave, which is in the mine. So we'll take 1 cube and toss it already. And that's going to force him. He's going to enchant. So he's going to spend also 3 turns because it's also imperative that he gets his stuff done today. Also, we flip that. We put a gray cube on it. We have gray magic in the clearing, in the whole tile. And his turn is done. Tonight, we are going to use that enchantment to cast Shapeshift. And she is going to take I'm going to take the giant bat. And I'm going to put that right there on the card to note. And the reason I'm going to do that is not because the bat is some physical powerhouse or anything, but the bat flies. And just as importantly, by playing a purple cube, I get this wonderful maneuver time of 4, which is going to allow me to escape a lot of fights, which I normally otherwise could not escape. In addition, so he's going to cast again, remember that the enchantment takes that first box and fills it in for us. So we're going to use these 2 cubes here, and we're going to cast Vapor Form. And that's going to allow us, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a cube on it just to sort of show that's cast. That's ready to go. And actually, I'm going to put it there. Now, I don't know. So we are vapor formable by playing this this gray cube and wounding it, we turn to vapor. So we're going to play a lot like your sorcerer plays in Magic Realm. We're going to try to nuke everything, and if that doesn't work, we're going to turn to vapor and get out of dodge. We don't have to cast it again. Now that it's cast on us, it only takes this cube to activate. Similarly, shapeshift, now that it's cast, only takes this to activate. Now, what I don't know for certain is if a permanent spell let's look real quick while we're here. Price permanent. Permanent spells face up next to the hero board for the targeted hero. March counter as a reminder. Flip the card face down. If the spell is broken, the card returns to the caster to be cast again. So we cannot cast this spell again. It's permanent on us. Done. All right. So let's get, so there you go. Okay, so we are good to go. We are going to, this is the smuggler's crap. We didn't check out the spell book. So we're going to do that. We're just going to put these out at the smuggler, and otherwise we're going to group these, flip it, put it there. And this goes with the smuggler. And I forget where the hell the smuggler is. The smuggler is in the village. And he has fly and shapeshift and affliction. So I don't know that this is not the best, what do you want to say? Filing scheme, but we're going to go with that. Okay, so day one is over. We've got 2 spells cast. Otherwise, really nothing's happening. So let's go to day 2 and get moving here. And only the sorcerer really has seen any of that. So we are a bat pretty much until we leave this area. So all good. So she's going to go adjacent to adjacent because she's allowed to do that as a bat. And she goes there, 1. And that is going to, oh, and I do need to mark one more thing too, because our guy here did explore and place a tile. So I need to put something there to mark that. Okay. Little marker there. Okay. So back to the sorceress. So she goes into here. That's a plains tile. She gets to draw a plains chit. Flip that bad boy. It's an item. She draws an item card. Iron Helm. She does not have enough strength to put the Iron Helm on, so she'll put it in her backpack. So that's 1. She's no longer a bat. We're going to go 2. Three different forest tiles. So that would be good to get 3 different forest tiles. So how does she get to forest tiles quickly? And there's only really 1 forest tile on the board. So she's going to go, so she moved 1, 2, 3, and then she will sneak. Now, she did start in a dwelling, so here, so she gets one extra phase, which she's going to move additionally to there, and she will be done for the day. Okay? Next is the Soulless. The Executioner is last. So the Soulless starts as Vapor, pretty much. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, just to get out of there, right? Done. And he gets a mountain. And he gets instantly the Forbidden City. So what that means is, so he does get 5 fame. We're not, even if we're not marking legend points, he gets fame. He gets 5 of it. You only need 30. Once you get 30, you're going to get that mark. So it's not a big number. But he also draws then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chits, and we have to deal with each of these. So this could be a total mess for him. So let's see what that means. We get 1 site, 2 sites, 3 sites. The wrecked wagons in 1. And he does get an item. So we're going to draw our item. And 3 sites. Ugh, geez. 1, 2, 3. This place is just full of joy, full of treasure, potentially. So we have the monolith, the altar, and the crypt. Monolith, altar in 3, crypt in 5. A little bit of the mother load here for the Soulless. He is done because he only gets 3 turns today. Okay, and there's 4 sites here. This is magical for him, I think, a little bit. I think this will go a long way to getting him some stuff. Oh, he did get an item. Oh, there it is. He gets a mace, which he cannot wield. He has no red cubes, but he can carry shit at least. So done. Oh, and he did start. So he actually does get an extra move because he started in a dwelling also. And so he's going to use that extra turn to sneak. I forgot about him. Done. And finally, the Executioner. I mean, I think we're looking to explore. So 1, 2, 3. Explore here. So 3, he enters this forest. He finds the secret cache in a place he can't get to. So that's 1, 2, 3, and that's him there. And of course, he will also sneak. We're going to keep a little bit cautious at the moment. He has also entered a forest tile, which is one of the winning spaces here. He's explored another tile, so he gets 2. There we go. So everybody's starting to get some stuff done. I don't think there's enter mountains or anything like that. Discover 3 hidden paths. We should sort of do that. And I will just say for the Soulless, he can use hidden paths. His is just go over 3 hidden paths. Like just walk over them and you will score them. That would be good for the Sorcerer also, of course, because of this horizontal. Because she's looking at this horizontal and this vertical pretty much right now. All right, let's get monster rolls out the door because we actually have to worry about monsters now because we're actually not all in. We're finally not all in civilization. So let's make these nice and big for us and let's roll them. I like the symbols on top. I don't know why, actually. All right, so we have Bog and Stink. So let's take a quick look. I do think... no, he's not in Bog. Mountains, nope. Okay, so that one is nothing. But what about stink? Let's check. We're looking for carrion. You can see the symbol there. That's carrion. And we're looking for a little wafting stink. Orcs and scratches, claw marks. Nope, nothing. So no monsters appear on day 2. Let's get to day 3. Let's clean up here our sorceress. Clean up there and there. Okay. Sorceress is first. So what is her goal? Her goal is to enter the forest. So she's going to go 1-2 into the woods. I try to mark when you enter a thing by putting your thing there. If you either make it or so done. So she's entered a forest tile. That's 1. And 3 of those is going to get you a point. Plus, she also gets to flip this item. And so she gets an item. It's a breastplate, which again she can't wear, but it's cash, so not the worst. So that is done. 1-2. I think she goes 3 and killing dire wolves or orcs, I don't think matters. Let's see. 3 or more monsters in one fight would be good. Orcs can come in 3 or more pretty easily. Griffin or bat. So she needs to find. All right. So I think she will, in any case, sneak. Done. That's her. Soulless is up next. I mean, the Soulless is like a kid at Christmas here. Ankheg or a spider. So Ankhegs are where's an Ankheg? Giant mantis thing. Or ant mantis thing. No, it's not that. Tough. Slow, can do a bunch of damage. And the spiders are pretty standard kills, I feel. So both of these are pretty doable by pretty much any of our characters. I think we're going to go 1-2 into the crypt. I'm going to search it. So search to find it. I need double hour. I call them hourglasses. They're not. You know what? We're going to try one last time. So this is our 4th turn. So we're not going to. Nope. And we fail. That's too bad. And we are not sneaking. Such is life. Executioner. Going to go 1. Explore here. That's 2. So we have explored. That's 2, and he gets to draw this bad boy here, and it is the site. That's not bad. He could use to find a site here. It's the shrine in 4. I think he's on 4. Oh, that's beautiful. We'll search for it once and then hide. Hey, what's up, Victor? How are you? Good to see. He does not find it, but he is going to sneak. We're not going to get stuck out here in the. It's okay to play it slow. So let's see what we got monster wise. We got someone in the mountains. We have someone. Can we restart? No. Be surprised that it does take a little while to set these boards up and get stuff going. I don't think we have anybody in a bog. We do not. Do we have anybody in stink? No, and I don't think over here. Oh, ogres. Ooh. We get one ogre on the executioner. All right. Ogre. So there we go. We have our first possible fight here. It's the executioner. The executioner did sneak, so is the executioner hidden? He would like to start hidden, and he is. So he's going to start this fight hidden. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. So this is going to be the style of, and again, this is not great. This is going to be the style of the executioner. Again, these are all randomly rolled, so I just rolled all the bits. Is there any value to afflicting it? I don't really think there is any value to afflicting it, strangely enough, at this point in time. If he flips, what is he? 2-1. Perfect. Here's how I am going to play. 2 attack, 0 defense, 3 might. I'm hoping for him to flip, and if he flips, we are going to auto hit him, and if he doesn't flip, we still have a good chance to hit him, and he auto hits us, and he's going to bust through our armor here. The other option would be us afflicting him and trying to stay hidden 2 times, because you have to hit him 3 times to kill him. Which you certainly could do, but it's very unlikely. So this is sort of how he fights every time. Very, very clunky. So let's see first if this guy is going to flip. I don't like my dice having snap. Here we go. Let's toggle snap off. Okay. Do we flip? First thing. Say yes. No, he does not flip. Our attack goes first because it's fast, and we need any symbols, equals or hits. That is not going to hit. That is terrible. Done. He is now going to hit us. We're gonna take that hit on the Iron Helm, and it's going to destroy the Iron Helm. So we immediately blow a piece of armor, and we take a wound, which will take the black cube. Done. Round 2. This is just how fights are gonna go. It's just how it works. He doesn't flip again, which sort of sucks. We're hoping for a flip, but we do hit him, and we do 3 damage. And sharp, but the sharp goes away because he's armored, and we kill him for 11 fame before he hits us back. There's our 11 fame on the scoreboard. Remember, 30 fame gets you a spot. And we took 1 wound. That's just sort of how it goes with this guy. He's just not fast. So he's going to eat hits to get his hits in. I don't love it. I think he has, like I said, 1 too many reds, pretty much, is sort of my take. I would love to have 1 extra brown cube. Oh, thank you, Victor. Thank you. I appreciate the comment, too. So I had someone else telling me how terrible it was because I, was talking and laughing at my own jokes. And I'm like, I'm sorry to say that sort of is the channel. And like, yeah, that's he's like, ah, man, we don't come here to watch you talk. I'm like, no, nope, yep, that is why you're here by sort of default. And that's okay. Everybody can have their opinion, and I'm not a professional interviewer or whatever, so be it. So, but so I appreciate that you enjoyed it. How's that? That's really where that is. You can get more cubes, but again, it's not that you have to find stuff to get them, if that makes any sense. So it's not some easy thing you can't level up or whatever. So we have the Soulless, the Executioner, and the Sorcerer. So let's see what the Soulless is up to. I think he's trying to find the crypt. Find the shrine is a thing. Find the hideout is a thing. Find the chamber. And that's none of those, by the way. So there you go. So let's find the crypt and get some loot if we can. So this is phase 1, and he does find the crypt. So the crypt is his. I'm going to put a thing here. I'm going to give him the crypt. And this is how I sort of do it to mark that he can now loot the crypt. I put it down here in his little box. Done. So he's found the crypt. That gives him 5 more fame. And I will loot the crypt a couple times here. So we're going to go first time. We get the second treasure. So let's find the crypt over here. Crypt. Here it is. And we get the second treasure. The Saber of the Fencer. Okay. Okay, that's great. He can't use it, but that's a nice weapon for a lot of different characters. For the lighter characters, or the rogue, for instance, would love this weapon. I don't super care. The reason I care is because that's 2 weapons in my pack. And if you recall, nope. Whoa. Let's do this. I would love for Control 4 to be this camera. 3 weapons in your pack is a corner down here. That would be nice to get. So the Soulless has a little bit of start there. That's his second. He searched once to find it. He's looted once. He's going to loot one more time. He gets the second treasure again. And he gets the Band of Sagacity. What does that even mean? A yellow spell cube allows the hero to reroll a hit die by or against them 1 time per combat round. That is super cool. But I don't have a yellow cube. But I'm going to wear it. It is an epic treasure, so we get 5 more points of fame. Done. And equip a belt, though, is not on the list today. It can be, but it's not. Done. That's his 3rd move, and for our 4th move, I mean, I could just keep going for it because I have Vapor Form ready to go if I need it. Sure. Yeah, Raven's like, loot it. What are you talking? Why are you standing there? Oh, but he fails. The 5th treasure is nothing because there's no more. There's only 4 more in the pile. So he is done with his day. Not sneaking, by the way. The Soulless is done. Executioner is next. Okay, Executioner. Well, you found the shrine, or you have the shrine next to you. The shrine is here, so that is worth finding. It is also going to be worth looting because we're going to need cash to replace armor. So we do need to loot. So it looks like what we're doing today is we are going to search for that shrine. That's a fail, big fail. It's 1. Search again. 2 is fail. I want to try to get it though, even though there's a search 4 times and fail. 3 is a success. So we have found the shrine. So let's copy that shrine, paste it here, shrink it down a tiny bit. That's going to give us a chip, by the way, because find the shrine is right there. And so he is the second to absolutely score. And he's on the board. Done. And I am going to sneak. Like, I'm not going to not sneak. We're not going to loot it out. He's in a way more dangerous position than either of the other 2 characters. The other 2 characters have a magical way to get out of fights. The Executioner does not. Every fight that he's in it to win. He's ride or die with every fight. He either wins it or he is killed by it. That's pretty much all he has. There are a couple things he can run from. Anything with a 1 movement time. So the ogre flipped, he could run by playing 2 cubes down at the bottom here, but most things are not that slow. Sorcerer is next. I think she's just going to go 1, 2 and explore 3. It is a woods. That's good. That is exactly sort of where we wanted to end up. Now, I don't love where that's going. Maybe that's better? No, you know what, yeah, we're just going to go this way. Done. So she went 1, 2, 3, right, explore. So she goes here, copy. We will paste her symbol there. She gets a green chip to go. And that is a treasure. So she's just going to get a treasure. And there is nothing wrong with finding a nice freebie treasure. Igneous Flame, that's sort of lame because it's just casting something she can already cast. But it does spare her 1 of her chits to do it. Done. We got a mark that she has explored and entered her 2nd forest. Done. And she is done. She's going to sneak. Done. All right. Roll monster dice. Monsters return. If indeed there's any monsters that are... Nope, and there's nothing on the board. And, we get humanoids. 4 of them. Because that's double dice. So I think we're going to find that the sorceress is beset upon by 4 orcs. What do we got? Come on, guys. Orc. There's somewhere. Okay, here we go. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have an axe orc, an orc champion, a sword orc, and the orc lord. All a little rough. Are we hidden or not? That's really the question here. And we are. So because she has snuck and she is hidden. All good. Okay. And I think that's the only fight. So let's resolve her here. So this is going to be the strategy. So you're going to see what she's going to do every single time. So she is going to play Fireball. So she's hiding right now. Wow, those I love the fact that none of these marks are actually, I don't quite okay, first off, get this cube out of here, please. And we'll put a mark here. Oh, no. Okay. Huh. Oh, guess what? Fortunately, it doesn't matter. I'm going to put a cube here and here. So she plays 2 cubes on Fireball. That's going to wound one of those cubes. Okay, so 2 cubes there. She's going to play 3 cubes in attack. Because she's the sorceress, playing only purple cubes gives her +1 attack speed. So her attack speed is now 4. They're not attacking her because she is ambushing them with a spell. She is going to auto hit all the orcs. No matter if they flip or not, she's going to auto hit them for 2 sharp damage. She's going to have to roll missile on each of them. Hopefully, she will do enough to kill them. Done. So, let's roll. Do they flip? First 2? No. Second 2? No. No one flips. She has a 4 attack, which hits. So first damage. So they're taking effectively 2 points of damage, plus or minus whatever the dice say. Okay? Because it's 2 plus a sharp. The sharpness star goes away. All the orcs are armored. She's doing 2 points of damage. That's going to typically be enough for everybody. She needs a 0 on these dice. She gets a +1. She does 3 points to the axe orc and kills him. Done. Second orc. Oh, -1. Womp womp. That's 1 point of damage. He is going to take a wound, but otherwise. Oh, okay. Let's toggle off your snappables-ism. Otherwise, he's okay, but he takes a wound. Next hit will kill him. We're not going to be around to do a next hit, I don't think, but we'll see. Third orc. Come on, let's get this guy. Let's get him. +1, -1. That also stinks because he does -1 damage. And so, bad. And we need double +1s for this dude to kill him. So give me something here, guys. +2. So the Orc Lord is killed also. Are we hidden? So 2 blanks means we remain hidden, and we do remain hidden. Unfortunately, we have to wound one of these guys. We cannot sustain this for very long, unfortunately. And I'm pretty sure we just have to let the combat end at that point. I don't think we can actually continue because we don't have a way to actually kill anybody. We do sort of. Oh, I should consider. So let's think about this. That's, good point. She could, you know what? I'll tell you why this might be a good time to use it. So she did hide from monsters. Because she did successfully hide from 1 stack of monsters. I also think our executioner also did as well. Done and done. So we should make sure we remember that. She could score this, kill 3 or more monsters in one fight. So I think you're right. So given that she is hidden, and can just do it again, right? So she has to play a little differently this time. She's going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes, just like that, and cast Fireball. She's going to do it with a 3 attack speed or a 4 attack speed, right? And she's going to hit them both. We'll roll to see if they flip for giggles. This one does, and the other one doesn't. She does have to roll damage on both of them. She does get a -2, so that's 0 damage. So he's going to live no matter what. The Sword Orc, all we need to do is kill one of these guys. She gets a -1, that's 1 point, which is enough to kill the Sword Orc. So that's good. Are we still hidden? We are not. So now the Orc is on us. And I'm not a giant fan of that, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to purple to turn into a bat, so now I'm a bat. And now we have to choose what we do here. We have a 44% chance to hit him and kill him. He has a 25% chance to hit us and kill us. Or we can just run away because we're fast enough to do that. So largely it comes down to there is a 56% chance that there's a 25% chance. So it's largely 44% that we win, 12% that we die. Everything else is a stalemate. So I'm going to say let's do it. So we're actually going to the bat's going to then fight him. So does he flip or not? He does not flip. We go first. We don't hit. Oh, geez. Does he hit us? He does not hit us. Now, if he flips, that sucks because he's as fast as we are, and his weapon's longer. So he actually goes first at that point. So that actually flips the odds on us a tiny bit. There's a 25% chance of him killing us at that point in time. Because the order of operations is then flipped, and largely about a 33% chance of us winning. So 25-33, and everything else is a stalemate pretty much if he flips. And I'm going to say, I mean, there really is no reason to be. So let's take a quick look, right? Because she's going to get 30 fame just off of this fight. So that's going to pop this. She will have popped this. So she actually gets 2 of these also. So I feel there is no reason for her to get greedy and stick around. She's going to back on out of here. Leave him be. End of the game, sure, right? She makes that risk super early, beginning of the game. I don't think it's worth it. She's already done all the things she needs to do. So she's going to take her 30 fame, and she's going to come here and start marking stuff. So she's going to sacrifice 30 fame. She's going to kill 3 or more in a single fight. That's an X. It's an X there. She does have an awkward spread of chits marked. Can't always get what you want, effectively. And kill orcs is not in the list, such as life. So that's it. So her fame, I'm going to mark XX. She no longer cares about fame because she has literally won all the fame that she can get in this game. Done. But that also did hurt her, so a little clunky for our gal here. Okay, let's get the next day going. I don't know if it's 5 or 6 or should be 5 or 6. Not really sure. Sorceress is first. She's going to move 1 to here. I don't really know that she needs to go out. Let's look at fleeing real quick just to make sure. Evading. Player's choice. Done. So actually, she's not. Which way would she want to go? This way is fine. She's going to go this way. She goes 1. This treasure goes away because she has used it. So she moves 1. She is going to rest 2 and 3. So she's used 3 of these. She needs 1 of these back at all times to be able to escape. And frankly, she might as well. Do dire wolves, are they fast enough to stop her? That's really the question. No. So she is going to rest again and use her entire day to get back to fighting shape. She is not sneaking. She is done. Executioner. Well, sir, I think we're going to loot. We've got a shrine to loot. What's the shrine have in it? Two and 3. Get those loot dice humming here. And a wraith. He gets the 4th treasure. It's an jewel. Okay, cool. 1. That's 1 loot. This is the 2nd loot, is the 2nd treasure. 2. 3. Excellent. That was going to be a 5. I saw it. And done. So let's take a quick look here. So we get a robust ring. So we put that on a hand. I dare say equip a ring is... No, it's gloves. Shit, it's too bad. But gain a cube is there. Ooh, gain a cube. And putting that on is going to give us a blue cube. And we do have a portable hole to teleport someone if need be. So we get a heart, which I suppose could count as a cube also, really. And a blue cube. We do get 5 more points because that is an epic treasure. We also score gain a cube. And all of a sudden, really, the Executioner is sort of in first place because he has 2 in a row. So 30 fame and 3 forest tiles. He might have found the magical row here to make this quick. He just needs to find gloves. And he's going to sneak for his last part of the turn. And the Soulless gets to go. So the Soulless here... okay, so what do we got? We are at the crypt. What's left? 4 treasures. Well, I mean, we're gonna loot, so let's grab what we can grab. So let's go 1. That's the top one. Elven Slippers, green cube. A green cube increases the maneuver speed by 1. Done. That's 1. Loot 2. Second loot is 5. That's not good. Third loot is a 2. That's pretty good. Oh, Icon of the Dragon. Wah wah. Draws dragons, actually. Yeah, mountain and a summoning. So let's go to our Soulless here. I don't really think any of these super matter to him. He has to put this somewhere out at all times, so we'll just put it there. He does get 10 fame, so he now has 25 fame. His treasures are... But now he's going to draw dragons to his tile all the time. And what are we going to do? Well, I don't know that any of those actually do anything for him. Yeah, sell that damn dragon thing quick. Absolutely, 100%. Well, we have a lot of deep treasures. We need a treasure, and we could actually do this one. A plain old treasure, like not a deep treasure, just a plain old treasure. I would love to get 3 weapons in my pack, and then we're on this diagonal, pretty much, at that point. Gain a cube's not super hard. There's a lot of ways to do it. So that is our third loot. I think... And you're right in the sense that we could get $47 for all these things we don't really need, and then probably buy another weapon, frankly. So that's not too bad. 2 treasures. I'm actually going to sneak instead of loot the last treasure, just because the chances are dwindling that it's going to be worth it to do that. Let's roll monsters today. So all the sites draw and the planes draw. So we're going to get 2 dire wolves on the sorceress. So that's her little problem. We're going to get the Shrine is going to draw the Wraith. And the altar, the monolith, the wagons. So the monolith is going to draw. Oh, geez. Okay, so the monolith is going to draw. Let's get everything out here. Monolith gets the Omnicrux, the wrecked wagons, draw the bandits. This is going to become quite the show here. What kind of show? I think you know what kind of show it is. The altar's going to pop with the demon. Now, fortunately, they all appear on their spots, so they're not all on top of us. The crypt is going to draw the lich. But no dragons, but we do have all those things. So let's roll each character in turn to see if they are hidden or blocked. Let's do the sorceress first. She did not sneak, so she needs double black, blank, and she is. So she's hidden. She doesn't have to fight the dire wolves at all if she doesn't want to, and I think she's good for now. No, there's actually just no point in wasting wasting her magic right now. The executioner is next. I think he would love to avoid that wraith. And he is hidden, or sneaking. Is he hidden? He is. I think he would enjoy avoiding the wraith. Now, the wraith only does a single point of damage to him, so strangely enough. So he has a lot to wound. Like, he can take a lot of hits from the wraith. So this is honestly weirdly a good fight for him. So that's super strange to say. But this is a good fight for him. But maybe not today. We might alert and go in later. Nope, it doesn't matter. It just don't matter. It's a 25% chance to hit him, and he hits us every time and wounds us. But it's literally a 25% chance every round to kill him. And we can literally take 1, 2, technically, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits before it starts getting dire. And I don't think he's armored, so actually we can even go do better than that. So maybe we fight him. I think so. Let's fight the lich. Let's see if the lich. Right, he's super fast, so it doesn't matter how much we play. But we could play like this, as a for instance, and make him roll to hit us. And if we hit him, we kill him. If he hits us, he does a point of damage. It hits the armor, and so we're going to take wounds every time. So that's it. Okay, round 1. We're doing this, I suppose. Round 1, does this guy flip? If he doesn't, which we don't want him to, he does not. There you go. His attack goes first, and he hits us, and he wounds us, because he's going to hit us automatically every time. We need double hit symbols to hit him. Oh, actually, he does not automatically hit us. He has to roll. He has to roll equal symbol. So let's do that. And he does hit us. Okay. We have to roll double hits to hit him. 25%, and we miss. Round 2, does he flip? He does not flip. So he has to roll to hit us. He misses. That's good. We have to roll to hit him. We miss. Good. Round 3. Miss, or he doesn't flip. He has to roll to hit us. And he does. Point of damage. We're going to bop that one. We're going to roll to hit him. We miss. Because we need double hits, not the equal symbol. All right, next round. He flips. Stinks a little bit. He automatically hits us. That's why that stinks. We have to hit him. Now it's starting to get a little dire. We missed him. Does he flip? He does not. He hits us. And we hit him. And kill him. And that's 13 more points. Giving him 29 fame. That was a costly fight for sure. We didn't lose our armor, which is nice. Who's winning on the bingo board? I would argue the Executioner, strangely enough, is. Because he has 2 in a row, and he's going to get this with 1 more fame. So he will have 3 in a row there. Forest tiles, enterable. Then he just has to find gloves. Finally, we have the Soulless. So is the Soulless visible, or... The Soulless is spotted, even though he hid. So he is spotted by that ledge. So we're not hidden. That sort of sucks. I don't actually think we're fighting the dude, because we can't dodge. We have no... We automatically are hit no matter what. So we are going to... so we're gonna pop that, and we vapor form out of dodge. That's our plan for most cases anyway. And I think we just head this direction to get out, and we'll figure out what we're doing down at the mine. So that is the end of the day. Our guy here could really use a little resting. So I think we're going to do, let's do 1 more day, and then I'm going to take a quick break to get some water here. So Executioner is first, and frankly, I think his day is 1, 2, 3, 4 to get into safe space. Done. The Soulless is next. 1, 2, 3. So I think also do that. And doesn't really matter. We can't rest or anything, so we're just going to stick with it. We will sneak. We're going to sneak because we have this dragon thing, so we could draw dragons to our tile. We're not safe anywhere, which sort of stinks. And now it's this Sorceress. Not super happy with where she's at the moment. Not that it's bad. I mean, she's doing fine. I just need Scholar Crone Astrologer. So I think she's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then let's just head back as fast as possible for done. Okay? So that's that. Let's roll monsters. So monsters that aren't with anyone are going to return to their respective piles. Our lady here is going to get jumped by 5 orcs. Jesus Lord. But okay. So he's going to go away. This orc goes away. Orcs. Direwolves stay. These guys all go frickin' back. Yeah, she draws 5 orcs. It's ridiculous. Okay. The crypt is Lich. This is the monolith. The altar is demon. The bandits are the wagons. Done and done. Okay. Oh, I also took their thing. Anyone else go? Leave the board. No. Now we get 5 orcs. These guys are absolutely looking for revenge 100%. Like, we know it, right? That's got to be why they're here. One, two. The bow orc is trouble because he can stop us from running a little bit. 3 and 4, and they're on top of us. I mean, here's what we're going to do. This isn't rocket science. What we're going to do is we are going to burn a purple cube to turn into a bat, and then we're faster than everyone else, and so we run. And that's it. We can just evade. That's why she turned into a bat as opposed to anything else. Because if I'm going to have the ability to blow fire with fireball, because you could turn into a dragon, and by not turning into a dragon, you give up the free fireball, which is sort of nice. But what she gains is free get out of jail free cards, pretty much. So I can summon Legolas and Gimli to help, 100%. Yeah, really. And that's the end of the day. Crescent for Christian chat. Do you have a favorite race class combo in this game? So right now, I like quite a bit the Sorcerer. I do like the Sorcerer because that +1 attack speed, if you only use a single color to cast a spell, is huge. Because the main problem with wizards in general is you still have to hit, which means you still have to play brown cubes. But you typically don't have that many brown cubes because you are trading them for these magic cubes. And so, but the Sorcerer sort of gets rid of that, right? So she has a great ability to hit dudes. And, an elven sorcerer, I mean, or I think a half-elf sorcerer. Because a half-elf's the attack buff. So half-elf sorcerer, you could trade this in for a magic cube, take something wicked like a black magic cube, take Fiery Chasm, and you'd have to enchant to do it, but then you are really hardcore, right? Fiery Chasm. Now the problem is you don't get the +1 attack speed doing that, so it's a little bit clunkier. So I do like this loadout. That's one of my favorite. I also do like the archers, some various iterations of archer. Rogue, half-orc rogue is pretty good, or assassin is pretty good, as long as you don't need to talk to anybody. All right. So what I want to do here, I want to take just a couple minutes and grab myself a drink, maybe some water. So if you could hold on for as long as it's going to take me to boil water, that would be great. I appreciate it. So I will be back. Thank you. Give me 1 minute here. I'm looking to see if I can plug the kettle in here without, like, burning myself to death. or the house down. One or the other. That's all. Just, you know. And the answer is yes, but we'll see in a minute. All right. Tiny awkward bit here. All right. Cool. So we're gonna. I need one last thing. Sorry, geez. Professional screen. Only walked in and out 13 times. Yeah. Okay, so let's see where we're at here. So I don't think anybody gets any cubes at the moment. I think we're still just processing some days here. Sell a weapon to the smith or artificer. That would be okay. We really should pay attention to who's hiding from what stacks. Since I think I've failed to catch that several times. So, and that truly does matter for some of these characters. I think the sorceress might need that. So we should pay a little bit more attention to that. Well, let's get our day 7 going. No, I'm just having some water, just some warm water, sort of soothes the throat. So it's the sorceress first. She's going to waltz into the village. Now she does turn into a bat, so that is true. Can she trade as a bat, or is she just totally? Shapeshift. You can sneak, make noise, move, search, loot, and rest. But she can't trade. So that is an issue for her at the moment. But that's fine. So she's going to go 1. She moves in, she turns into a bat because there's purple magic there, and that activates this spell. She's going to rest 2, 3. She's allowed to do that. No, you can't. So if you, she cannot just cancel it, nor can she not do it if it's energized. So normally she gets to energize it when she wants to by burning a purple cube. But here, because she put the purple cube there, that is always there. That's fine. I mean, I sort of knew that was going to happen. But, so she's going to take 2 phases to then rest to get this purple cube back. And then she is going to fly, because she can, because she's a bat, to here. And then she has to roll to land randomly. 5. And she enters the plains, so she gets to draw that. And it's a treasure, so she gets a treasure. Potion o' Relief. Is use a potion in our thing today? No. It is a treasure worth less than 4 or less, so we should probably keep it. Blackberry cakes and ubi cakes, Scott's favorite. I think he was grossed out by the ubi cakes. I think he was like, yeah, that is the blackberry whiskey we would just endure. Okay, so our guy here, oh my, he is just so our executioner is next, and you'll see here, if we do 4 actions, we get 3 cubes back. So we're going to do all 4 actions today to rest and get 3 cubes back. We're going to take these ones first. Actually, no, we're going to take this one and these 2. Done and done. And we'll move these off the card. And we are boiling underneath, under my leg here. Okay. It's not the safest thing to hold the pot of boiling water in our, In fact, let's not hold it over us. I'm always worried at some point that, this shatters or something if I'm holding it over me. Because that would happen in a horror movie. Oh, God, that would be horrible. Anyway. And he is done. So he's just going to rest up. And he is done with the day. And then it is the Soulless. So the Soulless is going to have the same problem in that he is vapor right now. But I don't know. He might have a similar problem. Only perform the move action. Done. So there you go. So he also has that same problem in that the mine is no longer sort of super useful to him. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2. And then rest 3, 4. But he's the first into here, so he's going to draw a chip. Maybe it's a site. Oh, there you go. There you go. He's found all the sites. The hideout, which is actually one of the ones you got to find. So pretty much the sorceress needs to do business in the mine, and he needs to do business in the village. That's sort of how that goes. At this juncture. Let's roll monster rolls now for our dudes here. So we have we got Bog, which no one's in, and Treasure Sites, which only the bandits, I think, show up at the hideout. So here are the bandits. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, but they're showing up there and not on top of us. So good. And that's our day. That's it. That's all we got. All right, let's get going. Let's get the next day up. Boom and boom. Sorceress is next. 1, 2, 3. And I think she's going to move. And she's going to use purple if she needs to. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just walk right in there. So we're going to use, not sneaking. And she gets the reward dice. Yeah, sort of crappy. She has all the fame she needs. But she does get 7 gold. and 2 fame, but 7 gold. So we'll give her 7 gold. And that is her. Next is the Soulless. So the Soulless is going to. So let's see what he's going to do here. So we are going to use 3 phases to enchant black. We got black magic in the clearing. We can't move in. We're going to sneak. Done. And next time we're going in, and we're going in with the as much of a nuke as we possibly can. So done. And then finally, I think the Executioner. Do we have anything to sell? I mean, I don't necessarily hate any of these treasures. No, you know what I think? I think we're just going to. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go and we're going to rest. Again, so we're going to rest. It's going to take 3 phases to rest us 2 of these cubes, so we'll get all of our cubes back. And then we'll move with our last one. Where to? There, done. Okay, that's the day. It's a nice, easy, light, easy day. The forest is going to draw. And orcs are going to draw. So nope, no forest here, no forest here. The Soulless does get hit up with 5 orcs. Wow. The orcs are on the damn prowl today. 1, 2, but there's only 2 left? Oh my god, you're kidding me. That's the worst. Sword orc and a sword orc. Are we hidden? We are. So I'm going to put something down right now to note that we've hid. So there we go. Done and done. Yeah, it does make this harder. It makes the plan harder, I think. And if there were, so we're good. We're good. We're it's not a problem. It's just clunkier than we would like. And that's it. We're gonna, but we're not gonna fight these guys. We are just gonna sit here and let the combat tick out, with two rounds. And so let's get to the next day. And we might have clicked that. Sorceress first. 1, 2, 3. So copy, paste. She has entered 3 forests. And so she all of a sudden takes a little bit of a turn there. She's got 2 ways she can go. So that's her 3rd move. Her 4th move is going to be that way. Because find the shrine is right there. She could totally do the shrine. And she still has a bat to turn into. The Soulless. He's going to sneak. So as soon as he sneaks, he has to roll hide because there's monsters with him. Let's see if he can get this done. And he does. That's good. I'm going to move 1, 2, and do it again. Let's see if this works. He has a good chance of... And he does. So he is now hidden here. And that is 3 moves. So he's used 3 of his moves. You don't have to sneak multiple times to hide. You sneak once, you're hideable. And we're going to alert, giving us 6 cubes to play in combat. It's the Executioner's turn, and he is ready to move here. He's going to go 1, 2. And unfortunately, we can't just, 3, 4, we're not in a position to be super dangerous guys. So we're just going to wait and hold off and be super cautious. Done. I want to pick my fights. I don't want to be just fighting randomly. Let's roll monsters. This is pretty important. I don't want to see dragons. Or scratches dragons. No, it's bones. Okay. So that looks good for us here. Nothing here. Over here, we got nope. We're not in the. We're in the woods. Not. And he's in the sanctuary. So we look like we are fine today for monsters. But the Soulless needs to have a combat. So remember that there is black magic in the entirety of the clearing, so that's going to cover this first block for us. These guys are a little fast. I don't love it. We are going to play. We still have to play 2 cubes to get this going. And we do. And then we're going to play 3 attack cubes. We are hidden, if you recall. Okay? And we're going to cast Fiery Chasm. We might have to roll to hit. Oh, let's grab these and turn off. They're snapped. Okay. So let's see if the first 2 flip. We would like the Cutthroat to flip, if that's okay. He doesn't. The first guy does. Let's say the second 2. We would like the Assassin to flip, and neither of them do. So we have a time 3 attack. It's going to auto-hit him and kill him, because Fiery Chasm kills anything unhidden and non-flying in the clearing, including yourself. We are hidden, so we're good. So this guy dies. Done. That's 1. This guy we have to roll, and we have to roll double hits. We don't, so he lives. The Assassin we have to roll double hits. That's why we're hoping they flipped. And he does. He lives too. The Bandit Leader is hit and killed. So we get 2 there. Are we hidden at the end of that or not? Now, nothing wounds because this first blip, we are still hidden. Huh. We can just do it again. We're... I mean, if we're not hidden, we have to get away. This is sort of the cheesy, right? And it's so I'm all right. Let's see if either of these guys flip. Please flip is what we're hoping. Nobody flips, so we have to roll to hit. Both guys at a 25% chance. First dude is hit and killed. Second dude is hit and killed. Done and done. Didn't really even need to alert, really. All these guys are eaten by the Fiery Chasm. The Soulless is going to score 15. and 17, or 32 Fang. Giving him a total of 57. And that is going to be enough for him to actually get on the board here and sacrifice the 30 flame. I'm just going to put X's now on him. Done and done. And he has marked here X. He also marks kill a bandit because he killed a bandit. Down and over. And killed all the bandits. So that's the worst part. I think he's locked everybody out of that because he's killed all of them, which typically, you know, okay, here we go. I should have another thing on there, like some other type of creature, right? Like orc or goblin or something. But okay. Done. And getting that hide roll was lucky because as soon as we would have done, we would have had to vapor form and get out and dodge. That's really what I expected to happen. But staying hidden did help, getting us the ability to hit that second crew, the stragglers. And I will allow, say, the executioner if he kills orcs or some other humanoid to fill this in. But for right now, yeah, or maybe not. Maybe he's just not able to do it. Done. Got to go a different way. I try to not have these blockable, but I didn't think that any one guy's going to just kill all the bandits in one fell swoop. He killed 3 or more monsters in a single fight also. So let's give him that one too. And we have to be a little bit careful. That's not what he got. He did not get that one. He got that one. So 1, 2 down. That one diagonally down. Done. So a little awkward for the Soulless because you're like it's this weird state. He's not lining any of these up, but he did get 3 of them instantly. So sort of cool for him. I think that's the day. Oh, Twilight Imperium 4 bingo. Oh, that's interesting. You got to tell me how what are the cards for those? Like maybe the different various, different instead of victory points you put them on the bingo card. That actually sounds pretty fun to watch. I love TI. I don't play it. But I love to watch it with, So let's see where we end up here with our guys. So we have the Executioner first. Yeah, bingo board out of him. Fun. Okay. He's going to go 1-2 into those mountains. So he's going to draw a chit, and it is a treasure. So he gets a treasure. That's not bad. I mean, he's good with that. And it is a symbol of magic. Extra enchant phase, which is lame for him, but he now owns a symbol. Done. Copy, paste. Okay. I think we're entering forest tiles if we can manage. But first, that's 1, 2. We're going to explore 3. Oh, I don't love it, but I think we're going to go that way. Unless it's better that way. I don't think it is. And we're not. I am not going to go in there. I have a 5-handed solo playthrough of TI4 on my table right now. I've been playing it consistently for 3 weeks, only 3/4 of the way through. Yeah, I hear you there. So that gives him another explore and place. So that is his 3rd tile placed. I thought he did 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's actually his 4th tile place, which is why I started putting the whatchamacalls down. So he has 4 of these. Done. He's definitely been the explorer of the group. He's done, though, for the day. He's going to sneak, of course, with his extra turn there. Sorceress is next. I think she goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And so she's going to be nice and calm there. And then the Soulless is going to search for the hideout. So he goes, that's 1, 2. He finds it in 2. So he's used 2 of his phases. And he's found the hideout. So that is the 4th one down in the middle row, middle column. I mean, I hate to say it. I think he is. Oh, and he has succeeded. So we need to pay attention to this because he did succeed in hiding from 2 more stacks in that stupid day that he just did. So he is definitely hidden from 3 stacks. And these guys have definitely hidden from more stacks too. But we did forget that. So again, I think this is an easy column to pick a win out for our guy. And he is done. Let's get monsters going here. Oh my. Well, that is going to be an issue because. Oh wait, I'm sorry. We just searched. That was 2. We still have 2 things. We don't have monsters yet. Are we going to loot the hideout? I don't see why not. Let's loot the hideout. 3. So we'll take the 3rd of those. And it is the sending stones. 1 trade action is there were in any clearing already on the map. Okay, that's fine, I suppose. Don't really care. Done. That is his 3rd, and he will then sneak. And we're done. And now we roll. And now we get, we're going to get dragons. Why? Because he draws dragons. So we're going to get juvenile, 1 juvie dragon. On us, we have to check everybody else. We're going to get 1 juvenile dragon up here. And do we also get scratch marks? No, no, and yeah. So done. Is the Soulless hidden? He is. So that's going to give him his 4th there. And I do truly feel bad for all the ones I missed, so I apologize. That's the only problem with this is sometimes it's very hard to keep correct tabs on what you're doing just because there's a lot of stuff going on. So he is hidden. And he's flying, so the Fiery Blast trick doesn't work on him. Or the Fiery Chasm trick doesn't work on him. Let's see first if the Executioner is also going to be... Yes, he is. And the Executioner wants one more fame point to score the fame point. The only problem is on this side, he breaks the armor, which really sucks. But I think we're going to do it anyway. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, just like we gotta. And we're going to play 2. Like that, I think. Since we are always, I mean, on this side, though, we have a good chance to hit him. But we don't want him auto-hitting us ever. So I think that's how we're going to play. Here's the funny part. So we're sneaking. I tell you what we're going to do. This is going to be, and maybe we get lucky. I'm going to go this route, and I'm going to cast Affliction. So the first thing is, does he flip? And he does not. So we now have a 44% chance of hitting him. Nope, but we don't. We miss. That stinks. Are we still hidden or not? And we are. All right. Sure, we'll try it again for giggles. We're going to cast Affliction. And we totally miss. And that's too bad. That's 2 rounds where nothing happens, so we sort of stalemate the combat. It's not terrible. I don't really super care. But you just, if I was going to get that fight done, that would have probably been a good... But 2 hits on that, and the thing dies anyway. So I thought maybe... Does the Soulless fight his? I don't think there's any reason to. I mean, looting the hideout would be the reason to, right? Pretty much. I mean, we're definitely going to try to get rid of the icon of the dragon. We might as well sell all this crap and get some cash, and then probably buy some stuff. I think we're going to let the dragon go. Done. All right, so it is the next day. Soulless is first. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into the village. We don't have any purple magic spells to energize, and we are done. Our lady here is going to walk into the sanctuary, so that's 1. Oh, and that's not true. He's not done because he gets 1 extra turn because he is in a dwelling. So he is going to... We're going to trade with the crown. And we don't have to complete a mission on here, so again, sort of barely matters. So the crone has one of these spell books. I think it's this one. Now, I don't think you can sell the same book to the same person. So that's, I think you have to move to a different clearing. But he could buy it here and sell it to the astrologer up here, for instance, to score this middle square. So first thing we're going to do is sell all our crap. So we're selling that for 32. I'm going to keep these two things. 47. Done. So we're going to sell for 47 to the crone. That gives us 50 bucks. So mark it off. I'm going to try to buy the symbol of motion from the crone, who does like brains, and I got brains. That's all I got, really. I got 5 brain symbols. So the door's going to mess me up. But otherwise, me and the crone, I mean, we had a fling going, presumably, for a while. So that's down to 10 bucks instead of 15. And I will buy it for 10 bucks. So we have 40 bucks now. And unfortunately, that's all we can do in a single trade phase. So we are done, but we did get own a symbol. So I mean, the Soulless is sort of just getting it on here a little bit. He is kicking it. He has got a lot of stuff going. He's certainly very close, in my opinion, to getting the win. But he is done for now. She moves. What is our goal here? I think we sell the crap to the smith or artificer. Wait, who do we have here? We have the smith and the astrologer. Okay. Weapon treasure. You can't just sell a weapon. It's got to be a treasure. Let's check the astrologer. We do have a dagger. We do have gain a cube. Oh, the ring of malevolence is sort of cool. I love that. But I don't know that it's any better or worse than anything else there. Ugh. First thing we're going to do is sell 17 bucks. So she now has 24 bucks. What does the astrologer value? Wisdom, probably, right? Wisdom? Yeah, wisdom. Are we wisdomsy? 3. We're going to go for the Ring of Malevolence. at a 3 or less. So right now it costs 36. He kicks us right the hell out. So that is our extra phase. So that's a phase. So one. Let's trade with the Smith just to see what he has. He has an enchanted treasure. Okay, so... Oh, she has an extra hide. Son of a bitch. Okay, well that's problematic. It's all good. I mean, it's fine. We've not. She hasn't been hurt that badly with it, but let's see what this spell scroll looks like. 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, cheap. I like cheap. 1, 2, $7. Darn it. Okay, so $7, which means $21. I do not want to spend my $21 on that. I would love to get the ring first. That card goes away. This is all in the sanctuary, so it's all in. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. That there's anything here that I want. So I want the other crap, effectively. So that is 2 phases. She has 3 more phases. I'm trying to figure out whether we enchant. I'm trying to figure out if we... So what is her goal? Her immediate goal is... I don't know what her immediate goal is, actually. That's killing me a little bit. Let's see what we got here. Sell 30 items of gold in 1 action was indeed, I think, just completed by the Soulless again. So I think he really has got this moving here. He is just kicking every direction. He has a lot of ways to win. If he can find the grotto and then sell a treasure to the smith, he wins. I think she goes 1, 2, and done. And so she is done. Executioner is next. He's just going to get out of dodge. Yeah, 1, 2, and then he'll sneak, and he is done in the caves. Let's roll monster dice. It's only really relevant for our guy here, who does get something. He also gets something because we do still have the icon. That item, even though it's sold, is still here. I should flip it up, but I know that it's in the village, and so he's going to get a dragon. He is going to get 2 giant bats. Now he has snuck, so is he hidden? Yes. The Soulless, is he hidden? No. All right, so he is stuck in a combat with the thing, and he is. If those guys flip, they can damage his armor, which sort of sucks. So let's do our fight here. And we're going to do the same thing. Since we are hidden, I'm going to cast Affliction, and I'm going to use these 2 brown cubes to do it. And we're going to see if we can't lucky hit one of these guys, right? And if we can lucky hit them, perfectly fine. Because you'll kill one, and that's really where we want to go here. So do either of these guys flip? So we're playing 2 attack right now. No one flips. We can only hit the one on the left, and we have to roll double hit symbols. 25% chance to do that. And we do. So we afflict him and wound him, and he dies. And so we're going to get 8 fame for that. So that brings us to 37, which is going to get us our point there when we need it. Are we hidden? We are. Let's afflict the second one. Does he flip? He doesn't. 25% chance to hit him. And we do not. Are we unhidden? We are not unhidden. At this point, let's actually, well, so I'm going to jump out with the sword. We're going to play like this. Does the bat flip? He does not. So our attack is second. The bat attacks us. He needs to roll double hits, but he does. And so he's going to bop off of the armor there, but do a wound. We're going to hit him back, and we miss. I still want the combat to end. Next round, does he flip? Nope. Does he hit us? He does. Jesus. Okay. We're going to take that off. Do we hit him? I mean, you think I could roll double hit symbols when I'm hitting him? That'd be great. No, and we miss because equals doesn't count. And does he flip? No. Does he hit us? No, because he's not equal to us. Because we have 2. That's why we play 2 defense. Are we going to be equal to him? Or hit him? No. That's 1 round where nothing happened. Does he flip? No. Does he hit us? No. Do we hit him? Come on, you got this now. This is no. Is that the second round where nothing happens? I think so, right? So that unfortunately stalemates this fight, which sort of sucks. So let's put the bat back. We did get wounded twice. And we stalemated baddie here. But we are going to mark our fame off. XX. Done. Sacrifice 30 fame. Collected. And again, the Executioner now has at least some shot there, right? And I have entered one forest tile, so I should, yeah, one. So I got one forest tile. So I think that's my goal. And we are just not fighting. Oh no, we have to fight. We are stuck. So we have to make a call right now. And probably the call is we're going to burn. Oops, I think we burn this in vapor form out of there. Poof. Okay. She goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, and she's going to sneak so that she can hide because she does need to still. Oh no, she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then uses her extra sneak. Bam. So she's literally always snuck, pretty much. Done. The Executioner is going to move out 1, and for 2, he's going to explore here. Maybe? No, I think this is the play. So 1, 2, and he goes there. And he has placed a lot of tiles. And we do get to turn the bog over. Turn the bog shit over. It's a gate in 5. We haven't seen a lot of gates. So there we go. 1, 2, and now we're going to sneak again to be done. Okay. And the Soulless. So as the Soulless, we are probably looking to sell a scroll or spellbook to the Scholar, Crone, or Astrologer, because that would give us 2 good ways to finish this and win. So ultimately, we are going to have to kill this dragon 100%. So let's go 1. Rest 2, 3. Oh, and that 1 is a free move. So there you go, because we just bought that. So we actually get 1. Rest 2, 3. Still can't enchant though. Sneak. Move back in. Let's try that. And we have to hide immediately. And we are. Done. Monster rolls. Monsters that aren't with someone leave. So there you go. So we're going to pull a lot of orcs off the board. Dragons. This is a little bit of a clunky. It's not a clunky mechanic as much as it just is, you know, clunky to execute sometimes because you're going to have guys scattered across the board. And then you have to go and put them in the correct pile, that kind of thing, right? It's not any clunkier than, say, Magic Realms Day 7, really. It's just that, okay, so these two guys go. What do we got here? Giant Bat, Juvenile Dragon. Pretty much the only thing that stays is that dragon. So we're going to drag that dragon down to the Soulless. We are sneaking, hidden, whatever. We do not have the ability to cast Fiery Chasm. It wouldn't affect him anyway. I suppose we're going to try Fireball. So 3 attack, 4 and 5. Right? So we're playing pretty much like this. 3 attack cubes across the top, 4 and 5. Does our dragon flip? He does. So that's going to auto-hit the dragon. Because he's not on our sheet yet. He is not attacking us yet because we are still ambushing. So boom. So we hit him. We don't. I mean, we do hit him. We do have to roll these, though. So we get 2 and 2 sharp. That's 3 damage. Plus 1. 4 damage. We kill the adult dragon with a fireball. And we do have to wound a cube. Done. And we are ready to roll there. Ah, that's too messy. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. And we are done. So that's our that really doesn't matter, that battle, in terms of fame or anything. We've gotten all that, but I just wanted to clear that out. Done. I don't think anyone else actually has anything going on. Sorceress is up. She moves to the shrine. She is going to search. So that's 1 phase. So she will have already snuck. She will now move, and she's going to search. Done. So she finds the shrine. So the sorceress, copy paste, has found the shrine. Can she loot the shrine? Is there anything left in the shrine? There are 2 damn treasures in the shrine, so it is almost pointless. So she searched. She has 2 moves. She does want to gain. She's literally has gain a cube. That's pretty much where she's at. Gain a cube. And equip gloves, which is a little shitty, but that's, yeah. But, so I think she goes 1 and 2. And she is done. Executioner is going to go 1, 2. So he does not have the benefit of all these magical phases. He gets an extra enchant phase. He is now going to explore here. Oh, and it is the keep. I think he can place it if he... And we're just going to put the keep. It's literally the most annoying process to do that. 3. When it does it, it's like, oh my god, go. Give me a 1 to, give me 1 to 4, damn it. So the keep's there. And that's fine. It's not a huge deal, but the keep is there. We do have 2 more Civ tiles, which are going to be the vendor and someone else, right? The vendor and empty. Actually, we care about the vendor, so we go 1, 2, we explore 3, we go 3 there. We cannot move up into the keep. Done. And the Soulless goes. So we like the crone. We're going to trade with the crone. And yeah, she has a book. And of course, the icon is still there. I forget which book she has, to be quite honest with you. What I need to do is I'm going to put 1 book here. And I'm with the other book here. Done. It doesn't really matter which is which. Price is really the key. So this book is 9, which is 27. I like the crown a lot. We're going to try to get that down to 18. 1 more roll to get it down to 9. And it is down to 9. And we're going to buy it for 9, leaving us with 31 bucks. Why do we have this? Primarily to sell it somewhere else. Done. That's 1 phase. It's the free phase. Because since we're an elf, half elf, and we get a phase there. We want to sell this probably to the astrologer. And we can get there in 3 days. Flying, we can get there in probably... We could get there in a day flying, but we'd have to waste today. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Oh, we get an extra move, 5. So why don't we just utilize that 5? I think our gray cube is in play. Yeah, we're good to go. The only thing we have is a purple not in play. We're fine. So we're just moving. And the executioner couldn't. Yeah, done. So we are done with the day. Let's roll monsters. And everybody is in play for some monsters. Monsters in the mountains. We're not in the mountains. Except he's not. He's keep. Monsters. Orcs. No, I think we're good today because he's no longer carrying the dragon bat symbol or whatever. The dragon beacon. So okay. And I think the Soulless is first today. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gonna book it up. And then the Sorceress is next. Gain a damn cube. Yeah, so she's just gonna go. How much money does she have? 24. Okay. What's the scholar like? He's witty. Are we witty? 3. So we're not great. But that's it for today. So we're gonna try to get that done. Executioner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 1, 2, and then trade phase, weirdly enough. And he gets 15 bucks. So 1, 2, trade. I suppose he trades again for his last thing, just to look and see what the vendor has going on. Now, we're not charming. We're not the sparkler of wisdom. I love that. Oh, hold on. Let's see what we got here. What's the executioner got going on? Nothing great, unfortunately. Oh, geez, I have a little mark there. I'll be back in 1 second. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I was like, oh, it just scratched my neck, and I got like obviously a little cut there, and so anyway, all right. Okay, so where were we? That's a great question. So the executioner, right? Checked the vendor's crap. I don't think there's any super point to him doing any of that. I think we group it. I think we flip it. Done. So I think we are done with this crew for this day. Some monsters, bogs. Some of them was in a bog. No, we just have plains and scratches, but that is going to be Ankhegs for the Soulless. And he didn't sneak, so he is not sneaking. Does he hide? He does. So that's good. He is just going to let that one go, I think. no need to actually sort of fight that thing and waste, magic and so on and so forth. Now, I don't know if it behooves anyone else. Like the sorceress might actually care, weirdly enough. All right. Soulless is first. He's just going to walk to the sanctuary. And then talk to. Well, so one is a move, so that's a freebie. Two is another freebie. He's going to trade with the astrologer. And that ring of malevolence would be so good. It would obviate the need to enchant. But that's not why we're here. We are here to sell this. So we're going to sell $9 worth of spellbook to the astrologer. So there we go. I don't need these here. So we sell the book to the astrologer. It's going to give us $9. So that gives us 40. So we're back to where we had $40. And at that point in time, we're going to get this one marked off. So again, there you go. So we are now kicking both ways. We really just need to have 3 treasures in our pack worth 4 gold or less. Now we have 1 treasure we can put in our pack. This is not a treasure. But I am going to do another trade phase. I'm going to sell to the smith the weapon treasure I have. So that is another trade phase. So we're going to sell this because it is a deep treasure and we can just sell it right to the smith. So I'm going to group all these, flip them, put them back in the astrologer. I don't even know what the smith has. So I am going to sell him the bitch and cool sword of the fencer to get $49. And I'm going to grab the belt of expansion for $9. So back down to 40. So we're going to do 2 things there. We're going to get a little bit closer because now we have 2 items that are worth 4 or less that are treasures. But we've also just sold a weapon treasure to the damn artificer, to the smith. So now we just have to find the grotto and we're done. Or we have to have 3 treasures or worth 4 gold or less in our pack and we're done. So we are very, very much all in there. Okay. Now, did he pull a chip? I don't know. I'm gonna pull one and give it to. It's a site. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, that's great. It's the chamber. Because he pulled this, so he must have gone in there. I must not have drawn a chip, so I apologize for that. What are we gonna do? I mean, I think. Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure what he wants to do either at the moment. So one, and I think two more. And I think he's done. He gets a lot of extra crap. It does just come down to finding the grotto or finding another tiny treasure there. The sorceress is next. She would like to go 1-2 into the outpost. So she'll sneak because it's free. She goes 1-2 into the outpost. So those are her moves. She now gets a free phase to trade with the scholar. He has a spell scroll. $2 for $6. So do we have anything to sell him? No, we don't, because we've already sold, right? So that's going to be a treasure of less than of the correct amount. Now we group all this crap up. There's no other treasures like that. We are going to buy the spell scroll, and he values wit, and we have a 3. I think we're just going to buy it outright for $6, just to make sure we get it, which leaves us with $18. I am also going to try to buy the Tome of Righteousness. And we're going to buy the Tome of Wizardry at that point because we got to negotiate him down to $15. So it's a 3. And no. Then we're going to walk back out because we can't do much more than that. Because I thought, gain a cube would be great, right? So she is done. And now it's just the executioner. 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to have to wait on it. Like, we can't. Yeah, I mean, we can't. We're not going to rush around. So 1, 2, 3. Even though it's getting about time where if you're not rushing around, you're probably doing it wrong. And everybody is in We're not even going to roll. Chamber of what is like a cave? Yeah, it's, I don't know if it's like what the chamber is per se. What does it have in it? I think the chamber has the Titan. So there's the chamber, according to. So it's like a little, right? A little building. I don't even know if it's a temple-y thing or whatever. Okay, so the Soulless is going to go 1-2 and then explore here. Oops, and I accidentally. We do still have some tiles. So that's his 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right. So he gets that shit. It's an item, so not what I wanted. It's a long sword. And 4. We'll go there. And he's done. Oh, and he gets an extra move, right? Yeah. So 4. So this will be 5, is to explore there. Assuming we can place it, and we can't, because it's every other one. So done. Oops. Whoa, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. There we go. But he is done. It's the Executioner now. The Executioner is trying to enter 3 forest tiles and equip gloves. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So that is good because that's a forest tile that we have gone into. And I don't love this. Let's see. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to sneak. And then the Sorceress is coming 1, 2. She's going to then trade with the Astrologer. And of course, the first thing she is going to do is sell her spellbook for 2 points, or two gold. Sell her scroll for 2 gold. And that's going to get her this one here. So she's going to copy and paste that. So she gets the middle. Not great, just because you really could use to gain a damn cube. I'm going to try for the. It doesn't really matter which, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to try for the Tome of Conjuring. The Astrologer is Wisdom. We are almost wise. We need to get it down to ×1, and we're out. No. So done. I mean, she can go to the smith still. She'll go to the smith. Does the smith have anything? I don't know if he has a cube. No. Okay. I mean, he has. No. Group it. No, and she ends up with 1, 2. So she moved twice, which she did. She snuck, of course. She traded twice. She is done. Oh no, she has an extra phase because she's in a whatchamacall. Ugh. Um, is killing an Ankh? Strangely enough, killing an Ankh does get her closer to where she needs to be, but she would need to prepare a tiny bit better. Although she is snuck already. So I guess she can walk in with her last move and try to hide. And she is hidden. So she is done. Roll monsters for our group here. Forest is going to draw. Treasure sites are going to draw. I think it's just forest. We're going to get 2 giant spiders on our guy. He is going to roll to hide. He does. And that's going to give him copy and paste that last stack. So Executioner is there. It doesn't get him closer to winning is the problem, but that's fine. Are we fighting these guys? I mean, that fight can turn bad if they flip. That fight turns really crappy when they flip over. And he would love to stay here to enchant because that's how he's going to get into his last forest. So I think he's sort of stuck. Now he's already taken 2 wounds, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. I think we don't fight the spiders right now. And I don't think anybody's with no one's with a sight. So we are good. Sorceress is next. Oh, and she needs to fight this Ankheg. So I think she's going to. So she is snuck and hidden. So that's still tonight. She only needs to really play 2 of these to get 3. She's going to have to burn a purple. She's going to play those 2 here. So she gets 1 shot at this Ankheg. And then she's going to need to bat out of there pretty much. He does not flip. She does hit because her attack speed's actually 3. He takes 2 and 2 sharp. So 0 is 4 points of damage, reduced to 3 points of damage. She does kill the Ankheg and wounds 1 cube there. And she actually gets kill an Ankheg or a spider. So he does. So, and he could use to kill the spider. So that is true. Darn it. He could use to kill these frickin' spiders. All right. I think we're doing it because it's late in the game in the sense that What's his nuts is going to win this otherwise. The damn Soulless. I don't like the fact that we're wounded so, but it just is what it is. We're gonna have to just go with it. Hope for the best here. I think we play 2 and 0 just like before, but we're going to actually start with Affliction on this guy. Maybe he'll flip. And if so, we have a chance to hit him. So let's roll to see if the spiders flip. The back one flips. Do we hit our spider with Affliction? So we're hoping maybe we stay snuffed and hidden. We do not hit him, unfortunately. Do we remain hidden or not? We do. There you go. So that's the first round. We're going to switch to that spider to hit him with Affliction. Do they flip today? The back one does. Do we hit the first spider? No. Do we remain hidden? We do. So that is a stalemate. And that's actually fine, I think. I just wanted to try that. That wasn't really a great move. Oh, well. Sorceress is first. So she is absolutely looking. She could find the grotto. That'd be great for her. Because she did get an Ankeg. So let me mark that down. And she would love to get some cubes wounded, but she would need some armor for that. Okay. Well, she's going to go 1, 2. So she sneaks and then moves 2. She's going to explore here. No, that's a bad explore, isn't it? What's the actual chance that she can find a tile that goes in there? Nope, because it needs 2 blanks next to each other, and that's not a thing. Done. She'll explore again. Still need 2 blanks next to each other, and that's not going to cut it. Done and done. So she is done. It is the Soulless who is looking for the grotto. 1, 2. We're going to go here. 3. It's going to ensure we can place something, really, is what it's going to do. I'm not really worried about the tiles that he places because if that's what's going to give him the win, that's crazy talk. But he has put 2 out, I suppose, at least. Entering 3 forest tiles. I know he was here. And that could be literally the only... Was he in another one of these forest tiles on the way? No. So we'll give him a forest tile for sure. I know he's done at least place 2 tiles. He does get to open this. It is a gate in 6. So 1, 2, 3 is here. 4 is going to be here. And he gets an item for it. Okay, well. It's another forest tile, of course. Copy, paste, and technically another explore place. Done. And he is done. Now it's the executioner. Is going to sneak. So he has to hide immediately. He succeeds. And then I'm going to spend 3 phases and enchant to flip this like that. And we'll put a black. We'll put some black magic on it. And he is done. We do have to roll monsters. Monsters return, but there are no monsters to return. And we have to check for stink, and no stink. Nothing appears. Executioner is first. So if he kills a spider and he gets the forest tile, then he'll have that same 3 that the sorceress has. So he's looking to find a grotto, and he actually can visit a dwelling with 3 move. So it's literally a race. I think this game is going to come down to a race for the grotto. that's I think where we're going with this. With the Soulless having 1 extra wind path here. So we enchanted. So what I'm going to do is he's going to move 1, and then he is going to. Oh, I don't. Yeah. Move 1. Unfortunately, sneak 2 rests to get this back. Not great. Oh, and oh, darn it. Okay. That's too bad. But he actually has an extra enchant phase. Like, he could have utilized that to maybe be a little bit more clever, but that's fine. So the executioner is done. The sorceress. She's going to rest 2. So that is going to get her this chit back. She's then going to burn that chit to bat fly. So she's now a bat. And she's going to go 1, 2 into those caves. And she is going to land in the caves. 1. So she's going to end up here. And she draws a cave tile. And it's a gate in 3. And not the best. Obviously, she's looking for sites. Now, the only problem is she's going to have a hard time wounding herself. Have a hard time getting wounded. That last chip is going to be difficult. She needs a piece of armor. Got to get some damn armor on. The Soulless is next. And he is pretty much doing the same thing the rest of them are doing, which is looking for that stupid grotto. But the other thing he could be doing is trying to just find a treasure. So maybe that's where he's going to go first, right? He just goes, you know what? Heck with it. I'm not going to find this grotto faster. I mean, I might. Maybe he does, right? But maybe let's go. So where are the gates? One, two, three, four. That's still 6. He can't quite get there. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. He goes 1, 2, 3. He'll explore here. Sure. That's 3. I mean, you might as well do the thing, right? And you get at least maybe a site. No, you get a treasure. Well, this could be it. This could be the treasure which does it for him. It could be a shitty little treasure that gives him. No, not 8 gold. That's too much. Too much. So he's going to go 4 then, and then use his extra move to go 5. Rolling monsters. Caves looks like it's going to draw. And the bony bones. So nothing here. Cave is going to draw giant bats on her. And nothing there. Now, strangely enough, the giant bat sucks the most for her because he can't actually flee from it. And I don't think she is snuck because we just did make the. Oh no, she's snuck because she is, of course she's snuck. She sneaks before anything else. So she sneaks and she is hidden. So that's a copy paste there. And so she doesn't actually have to fight the bat if she doesn't want to. Killing a griffin bat? Still alive. Who is winning? I think the Soulless is almost there. We just need to find a treasure or the grotto. So yeah, I think we just leave the bat alone. Even though killing a bat would be a thing. And we are still, yeah, we're still live. Rob, how are you? Thanks for posting. Always good vid. Yeah, man. All good. Glad to see you there. So I think we're going through the gate. So that's 1, 2. Three, 4, because he can use all these paths. And let's go 5 real quick. Let's just see if the vendor had, because I don't remember what's in the vendor. Let's check real quick if he has a thing. Maybe we go, and maybe we can buy it and just win this darn thing. So that's his move. The Executioner. I'm going to rest for 2 to get this back. And then go 1, 2 in, and we're going to hope for the best there because again, it's getting late in the game here. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to burn her purple again here. So burn, turn into the bat. And going to fly here. I don't like that. Yes. Land in 3. So that is 1. Literally, it's 1 move. She burned the cube and then moved to 1. So she's going to then sneak. So she's moved once. She has snuck once. She is going to explore once. Oh, she gets to. I'm sorry. She draws one of these chits first before she does that. And it is a site. She actually has not touched that yet. What is the site? Could it be the catacombs, not the grotto? I'd like grotto because that would be awesome, but that would be sort of rough. So that is still only 2 of her phases. So her third move is going to go there. Fourth will search. She doesn't find it. I don't know if Catacombs is on the sheet. I don't think it is. No. I do think, so that's her third. Her fourth is going to be, try again. And she found nothing. So done. So she's found nothing there. She is done. That is it for everybody. We are hoping for the sake of our guy here. So caves are going to draw. Stink is going to draw. She's not in a cave. There's no stink. He is in a keep, so he's fine. It looks good for everybody. Let's get this combat rolling here. So we have the Executioner. Oh, he has to hide, or he has to sneak, effectively. And he does. I mean, honestly, I don't really know that there's any point to even doing the affliction spam at this juncture. Let's just charge out like this, all defensive. We're going to charge right out. We're going to try to hit somebody. Our attack speed is 0. Our defense speed is 2. Do the guys flip? No one flips. So their attacks go first, but they have to roll double hits to hit us because they are also slower attacks than us. That's a miss. Second attack is a miss because it's not equal. And our attack is going to have to be double hit symbols. And we whiff entirely. That's the first round. Second round. No one flips. They both get shots. Miss and miss. We are going to hit him. No, we totally miss. And unfortunately, that ends the damn fight. because nothing wounds. No one hits anybody. Oh, God. Killing this. He is so slow and clunky. I mean, it's worked out for him so far because he's beefy as hell, but he cannot hit these guys to save his life. Okay. That's his fight. I think that's it. I think that, yeah. Soulless is first. So Soulless is going to go to the vendor, so that's 2 moves. One of those is free, so we'll just put a move. His freebie trade is going to go. And we're going to check out what the vendor has. If he has any treasures, done. That's game. So we are actually going to buy this for 6 because we don't have to haggle with them. He has the gold. That brings him to 34. He's going to put them all in his pack. Include this one included, I suppose. And what that is going to do is give him have 3 treasures worth 4 gold or less in your pack. And that is going to be bingo, down the middle for our guy. So a couple things. I love the I love the sorcerer. I think the human sorcerer is not a bad sorcerer combination. Primarily because you get, although it might even be overkill, elf or half elf might be even better here. Half elf probably. You want the attack slots for sure, but you don't necessarily need the 4th cube. Having said that, she did perfectly fine and fought a lot of stuff and did very well. Again, a lot of it comes down to can you line crap up, and I don't think she did amazingly well, but as you see, she had a lot of 3s. Gain a cube. She literally could never buy anything. Like, I got kicked out of so many shops. I think this was her best shot because, frankly, visiting without armor, she cannot wound cubes. Done. So I do think she needed to pick up some armor, just even a helmet to get 1 wound, and there you go. I think the Executioner, I don't like this pairing at all. I think you simply have too many red cubes. So again, all these pairings were random, so keep that in mind. Not that I'm sure there is a time when, fighting an armored 4 health dude, I'm sure there's one in there, probably the Death Knight maybe. Is the Death Knight 4 armored? A Great Worm or something, right? The Great Worm is 4 armored. The Death Knight is 4 armored. So he could technically fight like the Death Knight. He's great to go up against the damn Death Knight if he's alerted. Everything else, though, he did have exactly that problem. The problem wasn't was he going to die in any given fight, is was he going to stalemate any given fight? And unfortunately, the answer is yes. And so that's just sort of where it. Having said that, he didn't do bad, and he was about as close as the sorceress was to winning there. If he finds gloves, boom, right? Then all of a sudden, he just needs to walk into 1 more forest tile and he wins. Having said that, if he finds the grotto, which no one found, he actually could have won this vertical, whereas the sorceress, even though that was her sort of one of her lines, it's unlikely she wins that. Because she, again. So I think he had a good shot. The Soulless just kicked it, right? He did what he needed to do. Killed a bunch of bandits. Once he killed all the bandits, that gave him his fame. He had found the hideout, right? So kill bandits was over here, so not really. But as soon as he did that, he had these 2. And the hiding is just going to come naturally at some point. Done. This is like a fetch quest. You just have to, right? You're just buying and selling it to somebody else. So all good. I think he definitely had also a good game. You can see by his kills. I think he did fine. And Vapor Form is a perfectly good Soulless. Now, when we played, I think the player played the Soulless and he took black magic because I think he misinterpreted these as black. And that is a problem I do have with the physical game is there's a lot of color ambiguity in the physical game that's too darn bad that you just don't have in the tabletop sim version. Like these are perfect, right? These are great, well colored. These pop. These hexes and symbols pop, and it doesn't quite pop as well on the physical components. I definitely think that's a production problem. Oh well, I mean you can't have it all. It's still a great game, and we've still enjoyed it when it's been on the table physically. But I do think there's a little, like I said, color ambiguity as we go. So I didn't really pay attention when the guy was doing it. I should have known better. But he drew black magic instead of gray, and gray works for the Soulless. Black magic actually doesn't exactly work for the Soulless because you essentially have to have vapor form, or you have to have shapeshift. One or the other. You've got to have an escape route. So the Soulless with vapor form, and all you need is one gray cube, and that one gray cube just needs to be not wounded. Done. So that's the game. The Soulless wins in about 3-ish weeks or thereabouts. But definitely a fun game. I enjoyed it, and it's the perfect timing for a stream, by the way. So I think we're going to stick with this a little bit. Having said that, I do. If anyone has any suggestions, Rob or Victor or whatever, I would like to sort of remake a similar game to what I have for Magic Realm, which is the quest sort of quest game with the cards and the whole shebang. So if anyone made any suggestions at all, that would be great. And I think that's it. I think, yeah, if you have any thoughts, like some of those cards would port pretty easily, I'm pretty sure. And the problem is I don't have a ton of time to work on it at the moment, which is sort of crappy. But I would love to get the cards together to start that process. And that's it. Now I do think the one problem with the game is doing that game is simply the random tiles are going to be super damn clunky, and because you can play with different terrain packs, super clunky to write some of those cards. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Thanks, Rob. I will talk to you all later. Rob, Raven, Victor, I appreciate you stopping by, and Blast Pop also. Hope you get your game. Hope you finish your Kickstarter and get the game. And I will see you all later on this week. We're going to do something tomorrow. Probably no COH tomorrow. I think I'm mostly done with it. So cheers and have a great week, guys. Take care, Raven. Talk to you later.